first down. Walls into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw. Walls. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looking to throw. Walls. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Remember what we just saw? That's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This one taken just inside the 10. And he is knocked down from the side. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walls. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Walls. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run with Foreman. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Come on, let's go!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Gets past one man. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Slot man moves right. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
A carry for Foreman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down. Walls. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Walls. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Walls. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy
Here
here.
we go. Fire 38. Fire 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. Fire 38. Fire 38. Ohio. Ohio. What we got?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Let's go. 1-9.
He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Come on, let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Come on,
A A run by Foreman to start the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Come on, let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Walls. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back to Denver right after this. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here I come again. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Trip. Got 3. Here we go. What?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Here's Foreman. And some room to run now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Final shot before break. Walls. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How
many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8 yards there and a 1st down. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, Walls. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Second down following the incompletion. Now Foreman. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
On first down, Walls. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw on second down, Walls. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on third and long. Walls. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the third in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and 6. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always said about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Walls. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. But now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And his kick is indeed good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 41-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They run again with Foreman. And he loses the football a second time. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now back to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now a first down following that long gain. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Walls. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down. Walls over the middle. That's caught by Adams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Drew Kaiser now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. A good pickup there, a 22.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Puts this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guy's up. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16.